If you're like me and always looking for a zombie book for your spooky season Halloween reading, add Where We've Made It Dark to your TBR. And I don't get to talk about the horror side of the book very much. I'm usually framing it as a work of sheer immediacy that seizes the fantasy of the zombie too tight. So it's in the same conceptual framework of something like The Road or I Who've Never Known Men, while being more in the spirit of The Last of Us and Telltale's Walking Dead game. So there's a huge conceptual effort surrounding the zombie in the book. But the horror side of things, I don't normally get to touch on. The way horror works in the book is the most scary thing is us having to change. That's what happens when zombies are in the world. We have to change radically. And a lot of zombie fiction is a way of approaching this change from a safe distance. So you can approach it from a safe distance by tweaking the zombie with, special rules that make the zombie shiny and new. And no shade to people who are doing that. I mean, there are some great works that do that. But what's traumatic about the zombie is deeply inherent to Romero's zombie, the original zombie. You're not just repeating what Romero did. You are drilling deeper into what's undoing about a zombie figure and how it makes us change radically, completely. How there's no safe distance in a world with zombies in it. The apocalypse that happens in Where We've Made It Dark is a slow one. This is not a work where you're going to have zombies in your face on the first page, but it changes the world itself completely. So a work like Ling Ma's Severance, you have the undoing of the world and this disavowal, this way of not actually confronting the change that's happening. What qualifies Imogen as an interesting character is she radically sees the way in which the world is changing from the very first instance of zombies in the world. And, they're on the other side of the world. And it's a slow step-by-step undoing process that is horrifying in its essence throughout. But when the zombies are there, they are there in your face. There is no escape. That is all I'm going to say about these zombies. They are not to be trifled with, and they are not cannon fodder. That's what sticks with me about this work. It's a work that I've spent years writing, many years, 10 years. So it's not a work that you'll see. It's different from other books that are out there. 500 pages too. So, you're in for a ride because it is not simply a simple tale that reaches a neat conclusion. You have to keep going. And that is what the zombie is for and what you get with Where We've Made It Dark.